Let's talk about Xavien Howard. Let's look at some mock drafts, and I got a Patreon update for you guys. Let's jump into it. What is up, Finn fans? So, like I said, and you can tell from the title of this video, we're going to be looking at mock drafts. I'm not going to be doing a mock draft yet, but we're going to be looking at mock drafts. I got another update on the Xavien Howard situation, if you guys don't already know, from yesterday. Also, Patreon. Let me jump into Patreon real quick, and then we'll do the trivia, because, again, I'm recording this on Thursday night. You guys are seeing it on Friday night. So, the Patreon. Quick update. I got 3 tiers to the Patreon. $4, an $8, and a $20. If you guys go over there, Patreon's link below, you can check it out. I added to all 3 tiers to join the Discord. So I am, I think I already made the Discord. Now, Nabu's been helping me with that stuff and all that jazz. So I'm going to have a Discord for everyone that's part of the Patreon. Essentially what a Discord is, you guys we could chat, whether it be like messages or there's even a audio aspect of that where I might incorporate that into videos with some of you Patreons, being able to get on some live streams and stuff like that. But that's the Patreon. I'll talk more about that when that gets settled. But to you guys who are already a Patreon, there's 9 of you guys. I'm going to be contacting you in the message area of the Patreon to set up the Discord. But trivia for today, being Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. What front office executive for the perfect Dolphins of 1972 was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018? I do not know this. No idea. So what front office executive for the perfect Dolphins of 1972 was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2018? I had no idea. And if you guys get this without looking it up, good on you. You know more about the Dolphins than I do. So let's, real quick, before I jump into, I'm going to be looking at probably about 3 or 4 mock drafts. 3 mock drafts? 3 mock drafts. Just 3 mock drafts. I'm going to be looking at 3 mock drafts. 4 mock drafts. I'm real quick on the Xavien Howard update situation. His domestic battery charges have been dropped. They have come to an understanding, and his fiance and mother of his children have dropped the charges on him. So Cameron Wolf tweeted out, Dolphin star cornerback Xavien Howard had his domestic battery charges stemming from a December incident with his fiance dismissed this morning. Howard won't face more legal discipline, but the NFL is investigating, and he could still face league discipline. And then Joe Shad came out and said, mother of Xavien Howard's children said, situation got out of hand, and she has no fear of Xavien Howard, no fear for her safety. There were no other witnesses to the incident, and prosecutors said that they were unable to proceed without testimony from the alleged victim. So essentially, she doesn't want to press charges anymore. She doesn't want to prosecute anymore. And it's dropped. Now, will he be punished by the NFL? 100%. Yes, he will. It is what it is. After the whole Ray Rice situation, after a lot of the stuff that's going on, if you are in any type of domestic violence situations, you are going to be suspended. Now, it all depends on how much, and if the Dolphins are going to do it or the league's going to do it. Because the Dolphins can say, NFL, we'll take care of this, we got this, and then they can punish him, or they can let the league do it and then potentially trade him, cut him, something like that. So there's that whole situation. Again, we know that the charges are dropped. No court, no legal aspect of it is done. But now we have to wait and see what the team's going to do and what the NFL is going to do. So there's that. And now let's jump into the reason you are watching this video. Because anything that says mock draft, especially this time of the year, everyone wants to see what the heck's going on. Now, this mock draft... Now, this part of the video essentially is going to also be comment of the day, because Legend commented to me, Dougley, you should do a video on some of the different mock drafts. I like the one CBS had and the picks they made. I like the first 2 Todd McShea's had us making, but not the third. Great suggestion, and I'm doing it for you. Again, if you guys have suggestions for me for videos you'd like to see me do or stuff like that, be sure to comment it below. If it's good and it intrigues me and I'm like, wow, all right, let's do it. I'm going to do it. So Legend, this is for you. Okay, so since Legend said CBS was his favorite one, let's jump right into CBS's mock draft. Now, you're going to notice a lot of people, you can see right here that I'm mostly going to be talking about the Dolphins. Obviously, I'm not going to be like Joe Burrow's going 1. Everyone thinks that Chase Young is going to go 2. A lot of people think Jeff Okudah, Josh Edwards thinks that Isaiah Simmons is going to go 3rd. I'm mostly going to be looking at us. I don't know if I could say Isaiah Simmons going 3rd overall to the Lions, but you never know. Offensive line going to the Giants. They have the Dolphins taking Tua Tagovailoa, whatever, how you say it. 2 of them have it, and then Chris Trapasso has us taking Jordan Love with the 5th pick. No. Not saying Jordan Love's a bad quarterback, not saying Jordan Love isn't anything. 5 is too high for Jordan Love. Way too high. Tua, that's what a lot of people are seeing. And then we scroll down to number 18. That's the trade we have with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Terrell Lewis, Josh Jones, and 2 Josh Jones. I wouldn't mind the Josh Jones pick here. Again, I haven't done much research when it comes to prospects yet. That whole series is coming after my position breakdown, which next is offensive line. Terrell Lewis, I don't hate. I liked him in Alabama, that edge rusher. So I don't hate these picks. And then you have Josh Jones. So this first guy thinks that Josh Jones, Dolphins can get him at 26. These guys obviously don't think that Josh Jones will be at 26. And they have us taking a wide receiver, and I think it's a offensive line. Tyler. So he has us doubling down on offensive linemen, and he has us taking a wide receiver. I don't hate that top 3. This wide receiver one, I don't know if the Dolphins would pull the trigger on a wide receiver in the 1st round. So this one I don't hate. He has us taking Tua and then 2 offensive linemen. I don't hate that move. This one kind of seems like the direction the Dolphins could go in. Again, I'm not saying 100% that the Dolphins are going to take Tua, but this is a direction I could see if maybe Tua, then an edge rusher, then an offensive lineman. So CBS, the first guy's not too bad. This guy, I don't know about this guy. He has us taking Jordan Love, and then he has us taking a wide receiver. That doesn't make any sense to me. So this one, if anything, I kind of like the 3rd guy. Quarterback, 2 offensive linemen, kind of makes sense. So now let's jump into Todd McShea's mock draft for the Miami Dolphins. He has, you're going to see this a lot, and I know a lot of you guys who don't like Tua and a lot of you guys who don't think Tua is, injury prone and you don't want him here, and if the Dolphins draft him, you're going to be very upset, blah, 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 blah. You're going to see a lot of this in the mock drafts. Am I going to be taking Tua in a mock draft? You don't know. But Tom McShea has them take Miami Dolphins. He also has Andrew Thomas going to them in the 18th pick. Did he wear a gas mask that I don't know about? Why does he think Andrew Thomas is going to be all the way to 18? Don't get me wrong. If the Dolphins can get 2 at 5 and Andrew Thomas at 18, I'm happy. I'm good with that. And then he has Zach Baun, outside linebacker from Wisconsin, going at 26. Now, what he says with Baun is Miami's back for the 3rd as promised, blah, 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 blah. His game jumps off the tape. 12 sacks shows what he can do when he turns loose on the quarterback, but Baun is no one-trick pony. Displays the ability to play in coverage too, which, especially with Brian Flores, you definitely want a well-rounded, versatile style of player. Finds the ball, and you'll find Baun. The Dolphins sack the quarterback, the low. Yeah. Taco Charlton, blah, blah. So I wouldn't hate these, but I don't see him falling there. I don't. Thomas is raw, and this qualifies as a little high for him, but he has some power to his game. I thought Andrew Thomas would go higher. Maybe I'm wrong. Comment below, let me know what you think, and let's jump into the next mock draft. Now, this mock draft is from Sports Illustrated, kind of going to all the tiers, CBS, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, and then we're going to end it with NFL.com because they have a 3-round mock draft, and the Dolphins have 6 picks in the first 3 rounds. I'm going to be talking about that. So, Sports Illustrated has Joe Burrow going number 1, Chase Young going number 2. Don't be surprised if that does not happen. Don't be surprised if it's flipped. Proposed trade. He thinks that the Miami Dolphins are going to be trading up to number 3 with the Detroit Lions to take Tua Tagovailoa. If I say his name wrong, I don't care, people. He proposes that the Dolphins will send their 5th, their 39th, which is their 2nd, and I think the 70th is their 3rd to Detroit for their 3rd. So they're getting their 1st, their 2nd, and their 3rd. I'd probably send, like, if we are going to move up to the 3rd, send them our 5th or 26th, and they send back a 4th, and then I'm cool. So we'll have the 3rd, and we'll have the 18th. But I'm not trading up for Tua, and I don't think the Dolphins will trade up for Tua. So he has them taking Tua, Dolphins trade up, and then, who would they take? Jeff Okudah. Am I right? He also has the Raiders trading up to take Isaiah Simmons. Cool. What else does he have the Dolphins doing? Xavien McKinney, safety, Alabama. I've been hearing his name a lot from you guys and from just doing my research as of right now. I have been hearing a lot from Xavien McKinney. What does he say? With so many team needs, the Dolphins can go in a number of directions. That is very true. Also, it's very true when it comes to free agency. Acquiring this pick in the Micah Fitzpatrick trade, they use it in the draft to replace from his alma mater, a versatile defender capable of playing every safety spot as well as nickel corner. McKinney has 3 interceptions for the Crimson Tide in 2019. So essentially what he's saying is the Dolphins traded Micah Fitzpatrick, and in the pick that they used to trade Micah Fitzpatrick, they're just going to get his replacement. I already talked about Micah. I'm not going to delve on Micah anymore. I don't hate this pick. I don't. When it comes to the top 3 picks, offensive line is a big need for the Miami Dolphins. Defensive end is a big need for the Miami Dolphins. It all depends on what they're doing in free agency. Again, that's why I'm reacting to these mock drafts instead of doing one myself. Again, you will be getting one probably next week. Sometime next week, I'll probably I'm going to name it like way too early mock draft. I don't like doing mock drafts before free agency because you don't know what they could do. They could address the safety in free agency, and then I don't need to draft one. But if we go into it, say the draft was before free agency, I don't hate this. I don't hate this move at all. And then who does he have the Dolphins taking? Josh Jones, offensive tackle from Houston. So trade with Houston. We get someone from Houston. Let's see what he says about him. Not only do the Dolphins need to fill the void left behind when they traded away Laremy Tunsil, but the team could use multiple upgrades on their offensive line, which finished last in the football because we sucked. Jones was a 4-year starter at Houston and has the quick feet and movement skills coveted at the left tackle position. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. So this one, the one that probably you're like, meh, is Xavier McKinney. But other than that, I don't hate this mock draft too much. It's interesting. Again, it's way too early. We don't know what we're doing in free agency. We don't know what happens at the combine. We don't know what happens at their pro day. There's a lot that can play into people dropping, falling on people's boards and all that stuff. But it's just fun to do this. Let's jump into the 3rd and final one. And I made this one last because, again, this is a big one. 3 rounds on NFL.com. Let's jump into it. We're going to go through all 3 rounds, see what the Dolphins are going to do in this man's eyes. So Joe Burrow, Chase Young, Jeff Okudah, no trade up here. CeeDee Lamb going number 4 to the Giants. Do they need a wide receiver? I don't know. Giant fans, comment below. I know I got a few of you guys or Giants fans subscribed. So comment below. Do you like this move with the Giants taking CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver from Oklahoma, number 4? Or would you prefer Jerry Jeudy? Justin Herbert, number 5. I'm hearing a lot of you guys commenting below. I'm hearing a lot of you guys talking below and my Twitter as well. Some of you guys are starting to like Justin Herbert. Some of you guys are liking what he did at the Senior Bowl, which he talks about. Herbert, strong pocket passer with the mobility that he had not really unleashed until the Rose Bowl. His Senior Bowl performance secured a landing spot in the top 5. So he had a very good Senior Bowl. I think he won like MVP of the Senior Bowl. This man has him going number 5 to the Dolphins. Me personally, and then he has Tua going 6 to the Chargers. I don't know if Justin Herbert will go number 5. I don't know if the Dolphins would pull the trigger on Justin Herbert number 5. 18 maybe trade up from 18 to get him if they like him that much. But did anyone think Daniel Jones would go so early to the New York Giants? So we never know when it comes to Justin Herbert. Let's see what they're doing at 18. Jerry Jeudy goes to the Raiders at 12. 18 is Henry Ruggs. 15, Andrew Thomas. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Andrew Thomas going here. Rebuilding the offensive line must be a priority for the Dolphins in this draft as they tied for the league lead with 58 sacks in 2019. Thomas' thick frame and length gives him a chance to succeed. Left tackle or right tackle. Can put him wherever we want. I like this pick. I want them to address the offensive line once or twice in the first round, so I like this pick a lot. And then with the Andre Swift, running back. That's the pick we had from the Houston Texans. Difference maker in the backfield, bringing versatility to the Dolphins' offensive attack. I don't hate this. I think Herbert's maybe a little high for me. But again, like I said, he had a very good performance at the Senior Bowl. Maybe the Dolphins like him. Maybe they're keeping it a little hush, 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 shut your mouth. So maybe they do take him at 5. A lot of people will be okay with him at 5. A lot of people will be upset with him at 5. Tua people would be very upset with Herbert at 5. Rosen people probably be upset with Herbert at 5, because then that means Rosen's going to be moved, and the Herbert people would probably be happy. There's a lot of camps popping up, and I like it. It's good that it's a good time of the year for that. Now here, they're not going to really talk about in depth of why they made the picks. They have Terrell Burgess, safety from Utah, going 39 to the Dolphins. So addressing the safety position. Again, this is before free agency, so we don't know what is happening. C.J. Henderson, cornerback from Florida, going 56. I've been hearing good things about him. Could put him opposite Xavien Howard. Again, we don't know what's happening with Xavien Howard, or he could be a good plug-in until Xavien Howard, him, and Nick Needham. And then let's jump into round 3. And in round 3, and our final pick, because apparently we have 5 picks in the first 3 rounds. I thought we had 6. The 6 that I thought we had was Juwan James, which now is a 4th because of stupid reasons. Ben Burdenson, offense guard from Michigan, addressing the offensive line situation with the Miami Dolphins. So that is the 4 mock drafts. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. Some people think that the Dolphins will take a wide receiver with one of the first 3. Essentially everyone is thinking that the Dolphins are going to take Tua, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love with that 5th pick or trading up. It seems like everyone's in the consensus that the Dolphins are going to take a quarterback. I've said this time and time again to you guys. Don't be surprised if the Dolphins don't take a quarterback. But then a lot of people, this is the only 3-rounder that I've watched. I know there's some other sites that do 7 rounds, that do the full yard. But what we're seeing in the first 3 rounds is a lot of combinations of defense, offense. It seems like 2 offensive picks, 1 defensive pick. There's a lot of what's happening. Quarterback, offensive lineman, edge rusher. There's a few that we've seen with safety. Like I said, I'm going to do my mock draft. I don't know if I'm going to do it while I'm live Saturday. Again, I'm going to be live Saturday, so come out, hang out with that. 1 o'clock Saturday, we'll be live. But I'm going to do my own mock draft, but these are too early. We don't know what they're doing in free agency. The Dolphins could be addressing a lot of this stuff in free agency. They have the money. So these are too early, but it gives a good idea of what people are thinking. So comment below. Let me know what you think. Did you like this video? Did you like what some of the picks are? Let me know the picks you like. Let me know the picks you didn't like. And be sure to comment below. This is the comment of the day, being that Legend commented on it. Again, if you guys think of something you want me to do, a Dolphins thing, react to this. Hey, Doug, react to this video, comment it below. And if I like it, I will pick it and I will do it. So, Legend, you are very, very welcome if you like this. But other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter. As soon as news broke, like essentially Xavien Howard being, charges being dropped, or some other news that has broken, I tweeted out, give my thoughts before I can sit down and make a video like this for you. So be sure to go check me out on Twitter. Check out the Bit Boys. Starting to get back in that grind, doing our thing like a chicken wing. It's a video game YouTube channel. Me and my friends created it. A lot of comedy, a lot of humor, mostly adult humor. So if you like that stuff, go over, check it out, hit that subscribe button. But other than that, give this video a thumbs up because you like this content, you like me doing your ideas, you like me listening to you guys and coming up with stuff. Also give this video a thumbs up because, guys, we're getting very close. March 18th is the beginning of the league year, which is free agency. Then it's a whole process. It's a whole long process. Give this video a thumbs up for that. Check out DolphinsSelect.com. Very, very, very great site. great Dolphin content on there. Also, hit that subscribe button. Because if you don't hit the subscribe button, you don't hit the notification bell. And when you hit the notification bell, you need to go up to where it says all. Because then if not, you don't get all the notifications. You won't know when I'm live Saturday. You won't know when a new video comes out. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Got a lot planned for you guys. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow. I'll say it one more time so you all can come hang out. I will be live tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Got a lot of things we could talk about. Maybe I'll do a mock draft tomorrow. We'll all do a mock draft together tomorrow. So other than that, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.